digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of king and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome to THFC Till We Die. Home at Tottenham, past, present, and exciting future on the exciting future, uncertain future, who knows, on the Thomas Frank as we head into our weekend game against Fulham at home, where Spurs have not had a good home record this season in the Premier League. I hope we're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. Yes, the weekend is nearly here. It's Friday. Which is all great for everyone. Yeah, Christmas is around the corner as well. You can hear Santa Claus getting his sleigh ready. This year Santa won't be wearing red. He's denounced being a gooner. He's now become a Spurs fan, and he will be wearing blue and white. So that is the latest we have on the Santa thing. On the Santa dress code. But guys, how are we doing? Now, Fulham. It's going to be a difficult game the weekend. I'm not looking forward to it, but we had a lot of positives after Wednesday, by the way, guys. So it's a lot of can we take the positive from Saturday into Fulham? And that's important, isn't it? That is so important. I just want to go through a little bit what Thomas Frank had to say in the press conference. And I like watching Thomas Frank's press conference. Look, I may not like him at the moment for the manager and what he's doing at the club, and I maybe not liking him is the wrong word. Probably being frustrated with him is more the word. But there was a few things in the press conference I liked, and sorry, I've just got the wrong thing. I was trying to press something and it didn't go where I wanted it to go. Yeah, I mean, he says one here on the different approach in games, and I was wondering with that question, and I like how he answered it. I liked how he went about it. He said, look, there's two different things. It's different to press and have spaces to run into. And what I found about Wednesday's game against PSG was we were so compact, say, in the first half. But PSG had a habit of pulling us out of places, like, and, popping into there. He said, with 11 players behind the ball, it is difficult to break down the low block. We have a lot to develop and improve, and on the journey. What I'll do, I will share this actually, so we can go through it together, guys. That would be an idea on my behalf. So hopefully you'll be able to. Let's see. There you go. Hopefully you can see that, guys. Then he was asked, was last night's setup Pacific? He basically was it was it just for the PSG game? Will you use it for Fulham or future games? He said, I think it was, let's say, the general identity of the team. I like a lot of the identity and aggression in the pressure, the forwardness, running and playing forward. Um, we play full midfielders across, and that's the one thing I want to talk about today as well, is Archie Gray and Bergville. Do they deserve a start on Saturday? Do they deserve a start on Saturday? And I think they do. I think they do. So look, it was a good press conference in my. He says on whether Archie or Lucas could start together in the Premier League. I think if you perform like you did against European champions away from home, you're ready to start in the Premier League. More on Kulu. I think Kulu was good on Wednesday, by the way. Really did. I thought he's brilliant against PSG. And then a bit of an update on Kulu and Solanke. It's part of it. We get judged when we walk into a penalty like this. This is expectations every day on performances. That's part of the game. No problem with that. I love to have them ready to play for us, but they're unavailable. Other players need to step up. It's much easier to say they're in when available, then put a time frame on it. And this was one of the questions which I thought was a little bit, I wouldn't say it was a stupid question, but it was a bit of a thick question, to be fair. I mean, journalists need to do their work better. It was asked, is this a must win? And what impressed me about with this question was he says, I'm very aware of top performances and a win will be very helpful. I go into every game believing we will win. I need to make sure we are well prepared to pick the best possible team. And that's why I want to start with Thomas Frank a little bit and just say I think he is well aware that tomorrow is an important game, and it's important we follow up Wednesday's game with the same momentum, the same, the same aggression that we showed against PSG. And I think we have to. Fulham haven't won away all season. And that's the one thing that worries me. That is the one thing that worries me. They have not won away all season. And you just get this feeling Dr. Tottenham may turn up. And I don't want Dr. Tottenham turning up. Dr. Tottenham can bloody stay away. Well, away. I want to say big up to Sonny J2105. Thomas Frank is the only Tottenham manager in the last 10 years where I've had to keep rewinding the press conferences because he sounds so mundane like a school teacher. I think this has a negative effect on the players. That's interesting because so I would like to know, Sonny, what did you think of Ange's press conferences or Jose Mourinho? Do you know what? I'm enjoying Thomas Frank's press conferences. I must admit, I am. I think they're a bit more. I think he's a bit more respectful than. Um. Oh. Wait. Why are you missing my comment? Where's your comment? That's the first comment you've put in, mate. So I don't know what you're talking about. That is the first comment you've put in. I don't see that is the first comment you've put in the show. So instead of calling me rude, instead of calling me where, then where? Please tell me. I can only see. I tell you, these are the only comments I can see in that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. That's it, and that one. Not unless there's a problem with YouTube. I can only see what StreamYard give me. So instead of calling me rude, and you're a member as well, and you have every right to say, why is my comment not coming up? And you have a right to, and I respect that right. But they're the only two comments that have come up, not unless it's a problem with YouTube. I don't understand it. So I will look into that for you. Cheers. Oh, okay. Then it is a YouTube problem then. All right. Thank you very much. It is I only saw them two. Only saw them two. I do apologize. I am very sorry. It is. I haven't got I haven't normally have YouTube open on the studio open on my other monitor. I haven't because I was doing the press conferences, but I've just seen. Okay, I've asked Santa for a cockle. Anyway, should we move on? Big up the VII. Big up to you. I've asked Santa for a. Have you really? I hope it's a big one for you. I hope you get a nice big cockle for you. Big up to Mr. Brady as well. Yeah, it didn't come up on. It hasn't come up on my StreamYard one. That's the point I'm making. So I do apologize again. I really do apologize. Um, I do. I must put out the other. I tell you what I'm doing. I tell you what I do, just to keep everyone happy. I like a happy member show. A happy members, happy life. It's usually happy wife, happy life. But right, let's just give me 2 minutes here, guys. I'm just gonna log in so I don't have this again. I do apologize. And then I get to Mr. Brady's comment. Um, right, okay. Content. Come on, hurry up. I'm good. I'm real good. No, post that face and stand on the floor. What's encoders? I don't know. I do not know what encoders is. But yeah, that's why. Because it was held for review. That's why it didn't come through, by the way. And you have been a member. Before I get to you, Mr. Brady. Sorry, I do apologize. And you've been a member for 19 months. I thank you so much for your support. I know who you are now. So thank you so much for the. I'm just seeing what else you put. A nice big one with Romero. Oh, you're in the naughty mood today. Yeah, 19 months. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. Mr. Brady is saying Morani to bury Fulham. He's hungry for. Yeah, he is, Philip. He's really hungry for more goals. Absolutely brilliant on Wednesday. And what I like about him is his awareness around the penalty area. He's not. Yes, he's a striker and he's looking for goals, but he has his awareness around him. Think, right, if I can't score, who else can I set up? And I like that about him. Really do like that about him. Would I buy him? Should Tottenham go in and put a bid in for him? Probably not. You've got other strikers there. You got Vatovic as well for 20 million. You got the Portugal striker as well, the young striker from Porto that Tottenham are looking into. So there's a couple of ones there. Yeah. It was held for review, so I do apologize. I'm really sorry. Big up, Philip. Hope you're doing well. And big up to Let's Know 967. Do we continue with the front two? If so, which formation can Spurs support? Do you know what? I've done my predicted lineup, right? And I've done it. I'm going to pre-record it later. I haven't gone with two up front. I've gone with one up front. Now, I I've always liked two strikers personally. I think one up front. I think you become very isolated if you don't get the support or you don't get the if you don't get the support or you don't get the ammunition for you to bury the balls in the back of the net. So I'm with you on that. I think we should continue with two. But would a Morani and Solanke partnership be better than a Morani and Richarlison partnership? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'll bring them back. I don't know if that would be a better partnership. I like to, and I think the way football's going at the moment, we seem to be going back to the 90s with the long throw-ins and teams more dependent on set pieces. I think we are heading back that way. But tell me what you think. What would you like? I'll support whatever team goes onto the pitch. I'll support them. But let me know what you think. Let me know, Let's Know 67. What do you want? What would your formation be against Fulham tomorrow? And also in the chat, guys, there's a thing for you in the chat, right? Let me know what formation you would go with tomorrow. And if you are going with two, which two is going to be better? A Morani or a Richie partnership or a Morani and Solanke two? Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know. I would start with two. It did work well. It did work very well. I just don't know if we. I just think it's a tough one. I'm really undecided. I know what I've done in my predicted lineup. I know what formation I've picked. You're now making me second guess myself now. And I'm looking at my predicted lineup thinking, do I need to change it? Do I go with three at the back? We can't go three at the back because Romero's suspended tomorrow for being a naughty boy. So Mia, if you are watching, you can keep him in your dungeon a bit longer tomorrow. I don't think Vadovic is your savior. I don't think he is either, Colin. I don't think he is. Do you know what? It's the strike. Is there a striker out there, guys, right, that rarely makes you go to the edge of your seat? Look, you forget about Haaland, right? Because he's a freak and he will break Harry Kane. He will break the Premier League record. But is there another striker, guys, that you looking out in Europe at the moment and thinking, do you know what? He'd do a job for Spurs? Because we do have Dean Scarlett. And is it worth, and we've got Will Lancashire as well out on loan. Is it time to promote from within and start giving these players time on the pitch? Start giving them Premier League minutes and time to get them suited to the Premier League. Sometimes I think it's better. Sometimes I think you're better off promoting from within than going out spending big money on a striker that may or may not hit the ground running. We've bought plenty of strikers over the years that some have hit the ground, some haven't hit the ground. I mean, we've had great strikers here. We've had Jimmy Greaves, we've had Steve Archibald, Garth Crooks, we've had Gary Lineker, we've had the striker in the 70s who took over from Greaves for Martin Shivers. We've had Clive Allen, who was look, Clive Allen was a good striker, but he had one really, really, really good season, and I think he never ever sort of maintained them levels again after that when he scored 49 goals in 1 year. We've had Gary Lineker, we've had Robbie Keane, we've had Jurgen Klinsmann. We've been blessed with really good strikers over the years, and then of course you got Harry Kane. But is there a striker there that is there a striker either in Europe that you take a punt and think he'll do a good job, or do you think we should promote from within? Because what's the point of having a youth academy if you're not going to use them youth players, them younger players? And we all know Richie was overpriced. We all know Richie, as much as we have this love-hate relationship with Richie. We really do. And we know Solanke, me and Tequila I still stand by what I said on Solanke, and I'm sure Tequila will as well. That Solanke was a bit of a when it was either him or Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney's more of a fox in the box. He's the striker in there. You put the ball in, he will put the ball in the back of the net for you. Would I be upset if we went to get him on a 6-month loan? No, I wouldn't, because I think he's the type of striker you need. I think this team is missing one or two players. We're really missing Mathers. We're really missing Kulu. I think we are missing Solanke. I think if you get Dragoson back, I think then you can play your three at the back, 3-5-2. I don't think Danso's is world-class centre back, by the way. He wasn't very good for Southampton, by the way. And I don't think that Danso has sort of improved over the years. I think we do need to look at that. There's a lot of the squad that needs looking at, and there's a lot of the squad that needs looking at, and a lot of the squad that needs moving on. So if you look at all the most successful teams, the squad's got youth and they've got experience. And I think Thomas Frank has to look at the youth academy, has to look at the youth players coming through. I think some of them have been discarded. I think some of the youth players have been terribly treated by previous managers. I think you go out and spend 50 million on Brennan Johnson. To be fair, he doesn't do a lot. Yes, he scores your goals. Yes, he did get the winner in the Europa League final. But I think he's believing his own hype now. And I think that's where I think also Brendan Johnson's failing. I think the squad needs a bit of a clear out. And we're seeing, and also we're seeing years and years and years of mismanagement. We're seeing years of mismanagement, bad transfers, not spending money on players, not paying the wages to get the decent players in. So look, there's a lot to be said about there's a lot to be said about where Tottenham are at the moment. We are at crossroads at the moment, I think. And I think tomorrow's an important game. I think tomorrow does prove that if we win, then the noise around Thomas Frank sort of eases. Then if we win tomorrow and we get a result on Tuesday and we beat Brentford on Saturday, I think then even I, who I'm very disgruntled with Thomas Frank at the moment, even me will have to hold my hands up and say, okay, he's turning it around. If we don't get a result tomorrow, say if we don't get a result tomorrow and we lose against Newcastle on Tuesday, then next Saturday's game becomes very toxic indeed and very critical for Thomas Frank's future. But look, I look, nobody wants Thomas Frank to succeed more than me. I just don't like the way we're playing at the moment. I think we're too boring, we're too predictable, and teams are working this out very quickly. Everyone had that argument with Ange Postecoglou. I think it's the same thing in the Premier League with us. And with Fulham having no way of wins tomorrow, going there, you just get this gut-wrenching feeling in your stomach that Dr. Tottenham is going to turn up somewhere along the line and wave his ugly head. Please, Dr. Tottenham, fuck off, back off. We don't want you. We don't need you. Go away and haunt somebody else. Go and haunt these lot. Go and become Dr. Arsenal. Because this fella, I think he's getting a bit excited. He's going, them. Yeah. You're having a good start to the season. Fair play to you. You wait till you bottle it again, which you will. We've got my lineup is Vicario, the Mickey Van de Ven, Danso, Porro, Spence, Palunia, Sar, Xavi, Kudos, Richie, and Morani is a 4. You're going for the bus lineup. 4-2-2-2-2. Yep. That's not. I don't know what. It's not a bad lineup. I quite like that. Big up to you. Big up, Lesnar. I don't know. I don't have the historical knowledge of the 4-4-2, but I'd like to keep the teenagers at middle and substitute Paulino for Ben. I've been really impressed with Paulino, by the way. I think we need to sign him up in January. He's the number 6 we've been waiting for. If you look, he didn't play Wednesday, and we were conceding goals all over the place. He comes on, and that dries up. I love Paulino. I think he's a great player. He's a fantastic player. I will get his name on the back of my shirt. We do have a Christmas special for the shirts, by the way. We have the Tottenham away shirt and the Tottenham black shirt that will be given away to members in a members draw before Christmas. So if you're a member, we're going to have a little bit of a thank you show, and we're going to give a couple of Tottenham shirts away, which I do have in my possession. Let's see. I'll show you. So prove to you that I do have them. I don't know if this will show because of my cam. Look, there is the yellow one. It doesn't show because of my OBS, but I will take pictures and stick them up on the members thing. Big up to Philip. You missed Jerry Booth. Yeah, I did miss Jerry Booth. Forgot about him. Great striker he was. Was it him that got Lincoln? Was it Jerry Booth that got Lincoln? What was his name? Jerry something, wasn't it? Could have done with him. He's good in front and goal. He says, I read this in reverse order. Hello, by the way. Yeah, poor old Carl's got a bit of a hangover. Yeah, he went on the lash last night. It was Carl on the lash. It was Jack on the lash. Yeah, Carl pretended to be an Irishman for a night. I hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you're recovering, Melly. Apparently, last night there was rumours flying around that John Travolta was seen at a Christmas party. Now, we cannot confirm or deny Carl this, but Carl, apparently you were dancing a bit like Saturday Night Fever. So I hope you're doing well, bud. For me, no. If you want to move forward, we need the best to compete. Don't get me wrong. You give them more minutes, but not starting. No, that's fair. That is fair, bud. Leave my Solanke alone. He's been so unlucky with injury. Yeah, he had no injuries. He comes to Spurs and then he gets injured. Big up to Carl said there's no Gary Doherty's been left on the bench. We've got Carl here saying Jesus, it's the fourth kit. It's the new invisible kit. Apparently, he's got an invisible cloak to it, so Spurs can win. He says more like old man Travolta. Well, I say you had your female company employees sort of sitting there with their mouths open in sort of look at this man come and put some serious moves in. Big up to you, Carl. Hope you're doing well. Right, let's get into the stats, the numbers for this game at home to Fulham. We are playing Fulham at home on the 29th of November at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Few stats for the game. Spurs have only 2 wins of their last 10 games in all competition. Points at home is among Tottenham's lowest individual rankings, so one of the lowest teams in the rankings for points at home. We are actually one of the highest, but Spurs have the highest rankings with away wins. Spurs have only won 1 of the last 5 games in the Premier League. Spurs have won just 4 league matches this year. That was our last league home game was against Burnley on the opening day. And for the whole of 2025, Andrew won 3 and Frank's won 1 in the whole 2025 football year calendar. To win 4 home games this year is ridiculous. And Spurs have scored 10 of the 12 league matches played this season. The players out as Madison's out with his knee, Kulu's out with his knee, Basuma's out with a knock, Solanke's out with his ankle, Romero's suspended, Ben Davis and Tataki are both back in training. So is Dragerson as well. But Ben Davis was in the matchday squad for the away game against PSG. We have played Fulham 36 times in the Premier League. We've drawn 8. Spurs have won 19 in total, 11 at home and 8 away. Fulham have won 9 in total, 7 at home and 2 away. The season stats, Tottenham sitting 9th at the moment with 5 wins, 3 draws, 4 defeats. We've scored 20 goals. Fulham are in the position of 15th, 1-4, drawn 2, lost 6. Scored 13 goals. Have not won away this season, which really worries me a little bit about tomorrow, guys. This is the form guide. This is Tottenham, of course. Spurs only 1 win out of our last 5. We've got 1, 2, 3 defeats and 1 draw. Of course, the win was away. Everton, we had that diabolical and disgraceful and absolutely despicable North London defeat the week before. And if you look at the goals we've conceded in our last 3 games, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we've conceded 11 goals in our last 3 and only scored 5 in our last 3. So it's dire reading. Stats wise, it is dire. Fulham as well. Fulham having a bit rough time with it. Of course, haven't won away all season, but did pick up home wins against Fulham, against Wolves and Sunderland. They do have defeats away to Everton, Newcastle, and them lot down the road. This is the last 5 games. Tottenham only 1 win in the last 5 against Fulham. Fulham have a good record against us. They seem to constantly beat us. 2 wins in the last 5 against Fulham, but we haven't beaten them in our last 3. So the beat is 3-0 at Craven Cottage in March 2024. We've got the 1-1 draw with them at the Lane on the 1st of December 2024, and then Fulham beats 2-0 at Craven Cottage at the end of last season. Referee tomorrow, Stuart Atwell. Constantina Hazardax is the first assistant. Nicholas Hopton is the second official. Michael Shrewsbury is the 4th official, and Andy Madley is on VAR. That means we don't have a hope of hell of winning. UK and Ireland, it's on Sky Sports main event in Paramount on the USA. In Australia, it's on Stan Sport. In Canada, you got it on DAZN's Canada and Fubu TV Canada. And in Qatar, is on Bean Sports HD1. Now, listen, if there is a prince working out in Qatar that's a bit bored and has got a few billion to throw away, we are looking for a really big sponsor. We don't mind sponsoring Qatari Airways. We will we will quite happily do that. I'll be probably be a hypocrite and take your money. Um, I don't think Qatar is goal, but we're good. We've got a good fan base. We've got good potential. So come and get us. Come and get us. Take us over. You know you want to. But yeah, you know you want to. Come and take us over. Let's go through the chat, guys, and let's see who's in there. Don't worry, scoring 8 tomorrow yet. Apparently, when I ripped the shirt off the Hulk, that blew me. Oh, there you go. See, always knew there was a bit of a bad boy in you, a Magic Mike in you, Carl. I swear, I think you were in the Magic Mike movie. Carl, it's okay. I'm undercover, but I don't love too far from you. Yeah, I know. In Qatar, ready for that. Carl's in Qatar at the moment, doing the talks for us. Big up, Carl. Make sure he gets a good deal. Yeah, Philip Brady's flying over, and Tequila and James are flying over in the private jet, apparently, as we speak, to finish off them talks. But guys, let me know in the chat what you think tomorrow's score is going to be. I'm going to go for a prediction of. I'm actually going for a 3-2, no 3-1 Spurs win tomorrow. I think we are, and I think the goal scorers are going to be. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that because I tell you that when I do my predictive video. Column's going for 2-1 Fulham. Ooh, is that 2-1 to us or 2-1 Fulham? Yeah, I mean, I just want to go back before I finish off, guys. Right, I want to go back to these stats. Right, I mean, big up to your Column, and look, thanks again for I want everyone to thank Column in the chat and show him some love. He did a lot of work for me over the last few days, over the last week, with the new intro, and we're working on some stuff when he gets another bit of a break to bring the channel forward. Another lump, bring the channel forward, tech wise and visual wise. But please give him a big. He did a lot of work for that intro. He'd done a really good job of it. Sang the song himself. So everyone, please do in the chat give Colin a lot of love. He's a former channel owner, former channel member. This is his second home. And he's always been good to me. So please, everyone, show Colin some love. He done a fantastic job on that intro. Really, really did. I just want them stats look pretty damning, don't they? Of if you're thinking of an Ange Postecoglou and a Thomas Frank, and just sees it 10-year ending at from the end of Ange Postecoglou's tenure to the start of Thomas Frank's tenure. I mean, to only have 2 wins in the last 10 games in all competitions, managers have got sacked for less. Spurs have only won 1 of the last 5 games in the Premier League. I mean, that is shocking in itself. Spurs have just won 4 home league matches in the year. That really needs to be looked at, why we are so bad at home. We really are awful. And look, we've got the highest individual rankings away from home, but got the lowest individual rankings at home. Them stats are quite damning. Of Ange Postecoglou and Thomas Frank. Both managers. I think both managers need to take responsibility. Oh, cool. So look, I'm quite worried about tomorrow, because tomorrow we have to win tomorrow. I don't think anything less would do. If we don't win, the pressure on Thomas Frank with Newcastle coming up is going to be immense. And if we don't play well tomorrow, we revert back to this I don't want us to revert back to this defense football. I want us to continue what we did against PSG. But I just have this gut wrenching feeling we're going to end up going back to what we're doing before. And I think Thomas Frank has to let the handbrake off. He has to let it off, and he has to the give the players the um give the players the opportunity, give the players the okay, so okay, yeah, give the players the opportunity to prove to them that they can do. Yeah, I've just gifted a couple of memberships, guys. So I will. I've actually This is me showing my thanks to you guys. So I'm just doing this. So let me just yeah, I do have the faith. I do have the faith, Carl. It's just that I'm frustrated by what we're doing. I'm really frustrated by how we're playing. Really, really frustrating how we're playing. I'm frustrated with the way the manager is picking these tactics, playing so defensive at home. We're not a defensive team. Tottenham's never been that team that will start off defensive and play on the counter. We've always been an attacking team. The Tottenham way is push and run. Whatever version of push and run that is, that's the Tottenham way. Push and run and and playing attractive attacking football. That's the way we do. That's the way we should be playing. But under Conte Mourinho, we all shouted, "This is too boring football. We don't like playing defensive football." We have the extreme under Ange Postecoglou where we're too attacking and we're too wide open at the back and finish 17th. And now we've gone to what we had um um where we had one way. Now we're going to the opposite to what we had last season. Now they're playing defensive football. And yes, we got the worst forward line I think I've seen in a long time at Tottenham. Yes, did we not back the manager properly? Yes, I think there was a lot of upheavals in the summer, and I think we didn't get everything done in the window. And yes, he wasn't backed. And now he's struggling with the players that we've brought in. How do he's learning on the job as well. He's learning on the job as well of managing a big club. So am I wrong to say Frank out? No, I stand by that and I stand over it. The why I'm Frank out is because I want him to prove to me that he can manage a team. And before I invest all my heart and soul into backing the manager, I want him to prove to me that he can do the job. Because I backed Ange to the very end. And the amount of abuse I got last season for people because I was backing Ange to the end. And because now I'm now the opposite probably, and I probably have gone early, I probably have gone a little bit, put my head above the parapet and think, right, I'm going to get shot at, but I don't give a shit. It's how I feel at the moment. And how I feel at the moment is under this team, we look lost. We look with no identity. We don't know what we are. We 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 don't know if we're this defensive counter-attacking team or we're this attacking with a good defense with the Tottenham way. And I know people like attacking fans, and I know people like attacking everyone for an opinion, but everyone's entitled to an opinion. Everyone should have an opinion. Football is about opinions. Football is about having. If we all believed the same thing, it would be football wouldn't be football because you would all have the same opinion. Everyone's got different opinion, and no one more than me wants Thomas Frank to prove me wrong. For me to sit here and say, I hold my hands up, Thomas, I was wrong. I apologize, and we move forward. But for what I've seen very early, will the owner stick by him? Are some of the players getting sick of his tactics, getting sick of the way he's setting up teams? And us fans, are we going to tolerate it because of what we went through last season? Um, And also, is this the legacy of Daniel Levy of penny pinching and the Enoch not giving managers the proper tools to do the job? There's a lot available. There's a lot of different questions. There's a lot of different ways of looking around it. But tonight we are going to have that debate at 8 o'clock. Myself and Tequila, myself and Rhino are going to have the frank debate. It is coming. It's live tonight at 8. Tequila is in charge. He'll be hosting. He will be asking the talking points and the questions. And really is Frank really the issue at Tottenham? I think, to be fair, I think he's it's not. I don't think he's all the problem, but I think he's part of the problem. That's my view. But we are going to get into that. It's going to be Ryan versus me versus Ryan, and then what we're going to do. Then whoever you think has won the debate is going to be led by you guys, and that is what we're doing. Let's welcome in. Right, we've got a few new members. Big back to Kit back 228. Hang on, just let me. I can't see that. My eyesight isn't brilliant. Oh yeah, here we go. We've got Kit back. We've got Ben, because we've got DJ Samuels picked up Harmless Potato as well. Another S-Failed 3 upload been gifted a membership. Also, we've got Sonny's been gifted one. You got one, Sonny. Brilliant. We've got Nita. We've got Drop Kick Teacher, James Talk Sports, and Emily has got one as well. Big up to Emily. Hope you're doing well. And also, guys, we've got another member. We've got another members thing as well, and it's 14 years. As this is compulsory, I want to hear at the top of your lungs. Big up to the cockerel cock. There you go. That's how loud that I'm going to say it. But guys, we are going to leave it there. I need to go and have something to eat because we're going to be busy tonight. Yes, join us at 8 for the debate. Is Frank really the issue at Tottenham? It's going to be a good debate. I'm looking forward to having it. I'm looking forward, and you guys get your thoughts in as well. Join us. Get your thoughts in, and then what we may do. And next Wednesday, we're starting our first member show. So you guys, next Wednesday after the Palace game, after the Newcastle game, we're going to do a member show next Wednesday. So come and join us and come on and have your say. Thank you all for watching. I hope it doesn't end early. All that energy. No, it won't. It won't. I know I'm right, and I know I know I'm just gonna win. And I suppose I have to string it on a little bit. But I know Rhino would have a few arguments up his sleeve. One, and I'm just gonna win. I'm just the best. I'm gonna win this debate. No problem whatsoever. Big up Rhino if you're watching. I'm only joking, bud. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. But guys, thank you all for watching. Whatever you do, hit that like, hit the subscribe as well. Shows coming up. We've got the predicted lineup out tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We've got 7:30. I'm on at Dave co-hosting the Irish Hotspur. Yeah, you did. I know. To be fair, you did. But I've learned a lot from that. I went back to the drawing board, and I learned a lot by that. I learned a lot. Yeah, so we've got that out in the morning, the predicted lineup. Then we've got 7:30. We've got the watch along. Then we've got match reactions, and then Sunday night. Sunday night, I'm over on the political channel. Me and Philip Brady. We've got it lasted longer than that. Yeah, I can last longer than that. Yeah, me and Philip have a political show, and then during the day we do have the post-match show as well. Me and Ryan are gonna do it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later at 8. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs, in the team we trust. Let's go and get 3 points tomorrow. Come on, you Spurs.
Far and wide, with the pride of the fight. On this journey we'll